today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very interesting show for you, and it's a crazy, mixed up world we live in, and you gotta understand sometimes things happen that we have no control over. You hear me? None whatsoever. SSA stopped my checks. You won't believe what they said. That's the topic. And we're gonna find out it really actually didn't stop my checks, but we're gonna find out whose checks they stopped. Okay. Thumbnail for the day. Welcome to the show. This Bobby D. SSA just cut off somebody's check, man. For 3 months. Okay. They cut off their checks for 3 months. No warning. Uh, Hold on one second. I have a technical difficulty already. Check my audio. No warning. Okay. No no nothing. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, man, in the house today. No warning. No nothing. 3 months, man. Can you believe that, my guys? Cut somebody off. Finite. Nothing. Okay. Yeah. Nothing. Monte. When you mess with somebody money, man, that's bad. You hear me? And when you dealing with Social Security, you dealing with something that everybody need to have. It's not like a luxury. You can afford. I can live without that. Most people, ladies and gentlemen, that's all they got. You know, it's sad. And Social Security don't even have a heart. Sometimes they cut this person off, and I'm not mentioning no names. They cut this person off for 3 months, man. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you in detail what happened. Okay, and see what they had to do to fix it will leave you shocked, will leave you rocked. Okay, and leave you knocked out. Okay, you need to hear this. I'm serious. And especially you overseas. You overseas, man. Mister, are you overseas? Huh? Did you? I said, ask you a question. Are you overseas, Mister? Yeah, you overseas people. You need to hear this. Some of y'all right now don't have a clue what to do. I'm gonna bring up on what to do. I'm gonna show you step by step what you need to do. I'm gonna tell you what to do so your check won't get cut off. See, well, Bobby, I've been out here. I've been out here 5 years, man. They ain't never cut my check off. So what? Like it can't happen to you? Show you what. Let's go. Thumbnail for the day. No hocus pocus, just focus. Thumbnail for the day. Imagine waking up and finding out that your Social Security check had been cut off. Cut off. hmm Yeah, it was cut off. Finite. Nothing. Zero. Okay? You got nothing, mister. What you mean? You heard me. We cutting you off. What did I do? 3 months, man. And for no reason you knew about. Yeah. They cut this person's check off for 3 freaking months. No reason that he knew about. Okay? It's a shame, man. The money that you worked for, you had a contract for, that money you supposed to get, they cut you off. You depending on that Monte to pay your bills, pay your rent, buy groceries. You know what I'm saying? And so they just gonna cut you off. Don't tell you no nothing. No, you looking for the check. Oh, well, they just late this month. They just late. They just late, and it never shows up. Hmm? Welcome back to the Love Train Nation. I'm Bobby D. We're gonna be looking at three things today. Number one, what happened? Hmm? What happened? Hmm? What happened? Why did they cut this person check off, Bobby D? I don't understand. Can you help me out with that? Why did they cut this person check? I'm gonna tell you, man. Yeah, they cut it off. They didn't. They just. He had nothing from the SSA that he was supposed to get. They cut it off. You hear me, man? It's hard, man, when you expecting that money every month, and all of a sudden, like, I'm gonna pay my bill. I'm gonna pay my car note. I'm gonna buy my groceries. What's going on with the government? Sad statement. Your government, United States of America, cut you off. Okay. You said, well, Bobby, they can't do that. Yes, they can. We're gonna find out what they can and cannot do. All right, we're gonna talk about number one. What happened? Shocking story. Number two, we're gonna talk what is the proof of living form. Mhm. And then we're gonna talk about how to avoid this happening to you. Yeah, could happen to you. Could happen to me. Well, But I'm not. I know what to do now. So to avoid it, but I'm gonna show you. Okay. So let's go. Number one is what? What happened? Let's get into that. Bring up the thumbnail here. See that man right there? Yeah. He said, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. He was shocked, man. You know, Fred Sanford. For those of you that's under 40, you don't remember Fred Sanford and Son. He used to say, Elizabeth, you do his heart like that. I'm coming to join you, honey. That's what he said. Look at the man. He's shocked out of his mind. He's shocked. This check would stop. Okay? You know, he got nothing. He's shocked out of his mind. He ready to have a heart attack. You thinking your money gonna be in the bank and there ain't nothing there. You go there looking, it got zero balance. What the heck? And you know it's supposed to be there. What is wrong with Social Security, man? They took my money. Whoo. That ain't right. Remember James Brown said, Daddy took his money. That ain't right. Ain't right. You can mess with a lot of things with people, man, but don't mess with their money. Okay? Don't mess with their money. Don't mess with their woman. And don't mess with their children. Okay? You can mess with a lot of stuff, but don't mess with your money, man. Social Security mess with your money. You hear me, man? That enough to make you want to slap somebody. You know what I'm saying? You looking for your money every month and they gone. Like, what the heck? What the what? They took my check. They stopped my check. Yeah, they stopped your check, mister. And I'm going to tell you what happened. That's number one is what happened. They stopped his check for 3 freaking months. Okay? Check this out. One of our subscribers who lives outside of the United States of America was depending on their money. Social Security. Just like millions of others. I depend on mine too. I get it too. Everything was going smooth. Mm-hmm. Everything was cool, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm all right, affecting money. And then all of a sudden, poof, be gone. Nothing. Nothing but air in the bank account. What the heck? Out of nowhere, their check stopped. No warning. No explanation to the nation. Just poof, be gone. What the heck? Who does that? I'm tell you who does that. Social Security does that. IRS does that. Any other government funding department can do it. Especially with those running around here. Yeah, they took his money for 3 months. Mm-hmm. They later found out that the SSA sent them a proof of living form. But guess what? They sent it to the wrong freaking address, man. Can you believe that? The government. Yeah, I didn't say government. I said government. The government sent his money to the wrong freaking address. What's wrong with these people? He gave them the right address. They sent it to the wrong freaking address. They made the mistake, but they stopped his check. Can you believe that, man? They stopped the man's check. His hard-earned money. And somebody said, you know, Bobby, that's just an entitlement, you know, entitlement my butt. You work your whole life and you spend your Social Security money and they're gonna stop your check without telling you that. What? Yeah. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Yeah, what the what? Stop this man check, man. Should be ashamed of himself. They later found out the SSA, Social Security Administration, sent them a proof of living form. But guess what? It was sent to the wrong address. And the result of their error, since his proof of living form, the form he's supposed to fill out and send back to them, right? If you can't get the form, how the freaking hole can you send it back, mister? Can somebody tell me that? Explain that to me, please. How you gonna send the form back and you never got it? Huh? Oh Lord, don't get me started, man. Mess with my money, you got problems from me. Okay? Okay? The result of this accident, the result of this incident, whatever you want to call it, 3 months of payments wiped out. No back pay, no help. You know what they said? You know what they told the man? I'm sorry, sir, but your benefits have been suspended. What? Sir, you heard me. Ma'am, where's your supervisor? Sir, I have no supervisor. I'm the only one you're going to talk to. And your benefits have been suspended. What? Can you imagine being on the phone talking with somebody sound like a robot, talking about your benefits have been suspended, and you have to speak to somebody else, and they don't want to let you speak to somebody, you finna go off. You know what I'm saying? But this guy kept his cool. He wasn't no fool. He kept his cool, and he did some things that helped him out to get his money back. So what happened? That's what happened. Number one. Number two is what? What's number two, Bobby? What is the form 7162? What is the proof of living form? Proof of living form, or sometimes they call it the proof of life form. Form 7162 of Social Security Administration. Okay, it matters, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, if you're collecting Social Security outside the United States, listen to me good, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. If you, especially if you're out of overseas, if you are collecting the Social Security outside the United States, you need to know about this form. Okay, Form 7162. It's called the proof of living form or proof of life form. It is required. Are you feeling me? It's required. It's not optional. If you're overseas, you got to send that back in. The problem with this situation, the man didn't know they sent them the form. They sent the form to the wrong freaking place. It was the Social Security Administration problem. It was the error. But now it's Joe Blow problem. Okay, he didn't get his money. He didn't get his check. They cut him off. Okay, it's required if you live abroad to prove that you're still living. That's why it's called a proof of living form. And the reason why they send it to you, because a lot of people are doing fraud on the Social Security. I mean, it's sad to say, but that's why they send this form out to people overseas every 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 year, once a year. Usually, it's sometime in June, July, but it depends on when you get your check. Okay, they send it out. And the problem is, if you don't know they send it, how you gonna send it back in? You have 60 days from the time they send it out to you, send it back. They give you 60 days. If you don't send that form back in within that 60-day period, ladies and gentlemen, the jury, the Love Train Nation, they're gonna cut you off. Mhm. Yeah, your money, you're gonna be missing it. I've been missing you so long. Yeah, you're gonna be missing that check. That fat Social Security check you've been getting all this time, every day after day, month after month, year after year. You get used to it. You get so complacent that you just expect to be in there. Every time you turn around, and Uncle Sam is they're pretty reliable. So when they don't show up, it's a big problemo, you know? So that's what the form means. You have to send that form in, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna tell you how to avoid getting cut off right now. Number three, and we'll be out of here in a little bit. Yeah, that's the form right there. You got to send it in. If you're collecting Social Security outside the United States, this form is called a Proof of Living Form. 7162 is required for people to live abroad. It basically says, hey, are you still alive? Are you kicking? Should we still send your money? If SSA doesn't get this form back within 60 days, they're gonna cut you off. Okay? Yeah. And the problem is this, ladies and gentlemen. People overseas, when whatever country you live in, normally the mail doesn't get to you like you in the USA. And the problem is the government, I didn't say government, the government only use the US postal mail. They don't use FedEx, they don't use none of that. So I live in the Philippines. When I get my form, it's usually 2 to 3 months after they send it out. Okay. And that's a doggone shame. And they do this every year. And so you got to rush, rush, rush and send that form back in or they will cut you off. Okay. It's sad, man. And if you don't send it to the right address, you still in big because you don't even know you got it. Now, one thing they did during the pandemic, they had a suspension of sending a form. You didn't have to send it back in. They suspended all the forms. Everybody's covered in. But there's no more pandemic, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You got to send that form in. Y'all better listen to me, you expats out there. Yeah, listen. You might learn, you might not burn. Because when you don't get your money, it's hot like fire. Because you're like, I'm going to pay my house note. I'm going to buy my groceries. I'm going to pay my car note. What the heck? What's wrong with the government? The government said, what's wrong with you? Hmm? Mister, you didn't send the form back. You didn't send the form back. And you blame the government. Yeah. But this guy had a right to blame the government because they didn't send it to the right address. He had the right address on file. They sent it to the wrong freaking address. Okay. Sometimes the government gets it wrong. Hmm? They get it wrong. But your benefits stop cold because of their error. And ain't a doggone thing you can do. Hmm? Or go down there and beg and say, can you please Send my money back to me. Can you please reactivate my, I'm gonna tell you what to do to avoid this though. It's a hardship, man. When you relying on that money every month to come in when it's supposed to come in, because you got stuff you got to pay, right? Let's go. Number three, and we out. How to avoid this. Okay. You don't send in that form 7162, your account will be suspended. Number one, call SSA and verify your mailing address. Here's the number on the screen: 1-800-772-1213 between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. local time, Monday through Friday. That's the first thing you need to do. Write that down. Whatever you need to do, come back and look at the video again. Get that number, call them. You say, Bobby, I live overseas, and that's going to be long distance. So what? 800 numbers toll free. You can call them on Facebook. You can call Skype. I mostly call people on Skype free. Skype, all 800 numbers on Skype is free. Okay, call them, man. And tell them who you are. They still, and I did a video on some things they don't take over the phone anymore, but this one they still will take change over the phone. Call them, change your address, tell them where you need to send that paperwork. Tell them you have to verify. If you're living overseas, you can't tell them a lie that you're in the USA, wherever. You got to tell them, hey, I'm still overseas, but I want to make sure that you have my right address so I can get that form. And also, please put this on file, ma'am, that I'm living in the Philippines or wherever you're living, and the mail comes out here. I only get the U.S. mail every 2 to 3 months. If you send me a letter and you send it to regular mail, I'm only going to get it about 3 or 4 months later. Say, please, man, put that on file. Talk to them like you got some sense, and they will listen to you, okay? Because this is a very significant problem. How to avoid this happening to you? This is a nightmare nobody should go through. I'll give you 3 top ways to do it. Make sure you never lose your Social Security checks. Number one, I just said, call SSA. Okay? Verify your mailing address. Don't wait for them to mess it up. Call them NOW now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Call them right when this broadcast is over. Call them. Okay? Call them. If you live abroad, number two, if you live abroad, sign up for an SSA online account. Go to SSA.gov. Sign up for that online account. That's number two. Okay? Sign up for it, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you at all. Sign up for it. You live abroad, sign up for that account, online account, and they can track your form. This way, you can track when they sent that form, because it'll tell you when they sent the form. It'll tell you not only when they sent the form, but it'll tell you where they sent the form to, so you know what's going on. A lot of you don't even know you got an online account. You can check your stuff. You can also check your income. From the time you started working to right now, if you was in the Social Security system, they got everything you made from year one to now. Okay, year one you started to now. You can check that off. A lot of stuff you can check. Go online, get your online account, check that form, see if they send it, where they send it to, and send that in if you haven't done. You can do it anytime. Okay, you can fax it to them or you can call it in. Okay, and the last one, you don't really want to do it, is you can take your butt down to the States. Get on a big fat plane, get on Delta or whatever, and go to the USA. And you got to stand in line, get in front of get in the line, and say, ma'am, could you please get my check back, ma'am, please? You got to beg them people, and you got to straighten it out. You want your money, right? Huh? Do you really want your money, or you want to play with people? You want your money, you got to tell them people what happened, explain to them, and sometimes they won't take your facts, they won't take your letter after that 60-day period because they think you frauding. So you have to actually go down there and show your in living color that you are there. Now, if you don't get the form, send it to yourself. Go online, your web. I just told you can get the SSA website, get your account, and download that form 7162. Fill it out, all right? And you can FedEx or you can fax that form to make sure they get it. Okay, 3 ways keep this from happening to you. I don't want to see you go out like that, man. It's a hurting thing, man. I'm telling you, it is a hurting thing when you don't get your money that you know you're supposed to be getting every month. Huh? Mess you up, mess your finances up, mess your pocket up, mess your attitude up. Look at the man right there. Account suspended. Payment suspended. No SSA form 7162. They think you dead, mister. That's why That's why they didn't send you a check. And it's it's the sad part about it is this person, it wasn't their fault at all. This was the Social Security Administration fault. But guess what? The government don't have to say they wrong. They just got to say you didn't send the form back. That's all they got to do. And they control the money, right? They control the purse strings, so they do what the heck they want to do. And so I don't want to see you go into this mess and get messed up like that. I want to see you get your money regular. I want to see that you take care of. That's how you can avoid this from happening to you. Okay, those are the ways that you can do it. Three ways. I mentioned to you, you can call Social Security, verify your mailing address, get the broad, sign up for an online account, and then you can get the form and send it to your address. Send it to yourself, and then you can send it in to them, send it in to them, rather than waiting to see if they're going to send it to you. Okay, be proactive. Don't wait. I think they usually send it around, and all the stuff I'm telling you now, guess what? I'm just learning because I knew I always had a Social Security account, but I know that you can go on and download the form and all like that. Now I know. So they usually send them out in June, July. I'll be downloading my own form and I'll be sending it out back to them like a couple of months in advance. Okay, that way I won't get messed up. I've never, thank goodness, I have gotten a form. This personal story, I've gotten a form late because I usually get it late every time. But what I do, they say on that form, if you have a special hardship or reason why you couldn't turn the form back in on time, write a note down there. So I always put a note on there. I wrote a big letter attachment down there. This is what happened, ma'am. I live in the Philippines, da 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 da. And please don't cut me off. And I say I put my number there, I put my email address, everything. I send it back in, and I FedEx it back in so they know I'm serious. And so they haven't cut me off yet. And I'm thanking the Lord that they don't cut me off because the government can do what the heck they want to do. Okay, man. So that's what I'm telling you. Avoid getting your check cut off. Social Security stopped this guy check for 3 months, and they said it was your fault, sir. You didn't send the form back in. How could he send the form back in if they didn't send it to the right address? Okay, so that's it for now. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about a very tragic story. Barakai, whatever you want to call it. Uh, be here around the same time tomorrow. It's gonna rock your world. You know, people talk about Barakai, whatever you want to call it, is one of the best blessed places in the world to go. White sandy beaches, clear crystal turquoise water, vibrant nightlife opportunities, sports, relaxation. It's popular tropical destination. But guess what? Something very, very tragic happened there. This month, and it's a sad story, but I got to tell it to you. I got to tell it to you people that want to come out here and just party, 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 and don't think everything is all lovey-dovey and nobody gonna mess with you. Da, 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 da. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Be aware. Okay, you're in a foreign land. Anything can happen. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this to you, and when I get through with this story tomorrow, you might want to cry. Okay, you just might want to cry. Okay, all right. Let me tell you this. Let's see. This offer now. Let's go to this one right here. Want you to like and subscribe it to the Love Train Nation, One Nation of Grooves. There, man, right there. He getting this form sent in. He's filling it out online, getting it sent in. Right, and subscribe to the Love Train Nation, One Nation of Groove. Uh, Final warning. Uh, SSA can mess your checks up anytime. Okay, don't let it happen to you, my brother. Don't let it happen to you, my sister. Check this video out right here, Social Security. I just did a video on that. Social Security. You used to be able to call in and change your checking account online at beginning March 29th. That's a no-go. Of course, Doge made that happen. Okay, Department of Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, cracking down on fraud, waste, and abuse. So if you want to do it, you better do it now. If you want to change your banking account online or don't want to go to the telephone line, call them now because effective March 29th, you want to look at that video, I go into more detail on it. Effective March 29th, you cannot change anything online about your checking account. Okay, don't get it twisted. Don't mess that up. If you got to change it, go ahead and change it now. Okay, for the 29th of March. Okay, double check. Final warning. Double check your address. Be proactive about your benefits. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, share with someone who needs to hear it, and it'll be better for you and better for them. Also, if you want to hit me up with a donation. Go check out that barcode right there. It'll take you to PayPal, and I'll get 100% versus 60% from the YouTube. Okay, man. Let's see what else we got. Riding Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation of Human Love. What we got? Markel. What's up, Markel? Good to see you in the house today. Markel. Markel. No, hold on. Let me pull up Markel's comment here. He said, "Good morning. Good morning, Markel. Good to see you riding the train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation of the Groove. Check out Markel's Tech TV, Markel's TV Tech Show, and also check out his Markel TV, the podcast show. Markel has an awesome show. Recently did a collaboration last week. I'm trying to probably get with Markel and do one again very soon. Uh, and you might be in the military, or you might need some military help about your benefits. Check out Markel's TV, the podcast show, and he will definitely help you get anything that you're deservedly. He ain't gonna try to cheat the government. Now, that's not what he does. But if you have a legitimate need or concern and the government hasn't been responding to you appropriately, or you think you've been mistreated, or you think that my injury or whatever should have been checked out or whatever, Markel will give you some insights on some things you may be missing to tell the government appropriately about your concerns and about your fears, and he usually helps out. I can tell you for a fact, Markel, and me listening to Markel, he helped me get he helped me get my VA insurance. Yeah, he helped me get my VA insurance. Yes, he did. Markel TV, the podcast. Markel Wingfield helped me get my VA insurance. I've never had I've always been employed. Got private insurance, right? And so I've never relied on any VA insurance at all. But I was like, man, I'm fooled. But I'm living out in the Philippines. I'm paying for insurance. So I said, man, something could happen. Listen, I put in for it. He told me to put in for it. I put in for it, and I got it, man. So I've been having my VA insurance for a year now, and I'm so happy and thankful to Markel and to the Lord for blessing me with that. So things like that, man. Don't think that because you're out of the military and you never filed for this or never filed for that, you might not get it. It's always a chance that you could get it. So if you think you deserve something from the military for being a veteran of service to your country, go ahead and take that chance. Put in for it. All they can tell you is no, go, yeah, yes, or no. That's all they can tell you. Okay. So there's couple other things I'll be putting for as well later on when I get back to the States. I'll be filing for some other things too that I found out that I could be eligible for. Anyway, but that's it, man. So good to see everybody in the house today. Uh, Thank you for watching. Like Lisa in the background. Thank you for watching. Okay, y'all hear all of that. But thank you guys. We appreciate you. Appreciate you so much for being a part of the show. And those of you watching on the replay, remember to hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your friends and family. It may make a difference in their lives. I'll be back tomorrow night. And again, I'll be talking to you about, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Right around this time, or Rockeye tragedy. It's a tragedy, man. You don't want to miss this, okay? And so look, you guys that like to travel to nice places and all like that, you think there's no trouble in the Philippines? You better think again. You better get your mind right when you go to a foreign country. I don't care if it's Dominican Republic. I don't care if it's Germany or Spain. I don't care where it's at, man. Get your mind right and don't think that everything gonna be fine and let your guards down and you all messed up. Please don't do that. Come out here being alert, be vigilant, and be aware of your surroundings at all times. This is gonna be a tragic story tomorrow, but I'm gonna run it down to you. And the reason why I do this, you know what reason why I do this? Because a lot of people don't. They tell you all the good stuff you want to hear, man. You come out here look like a king, $500 a month like a king. Lie. Stop the lie, mister. Where you gonna live on 500? Anyway, but anyway, a lot of stuff they tell you because you like to hear the good stuff. And people don't want to hear the bad stuff, but I gotta tell you, I bring it down to you right, tight, long, and strong. I'll tell you the real deal. Okay, I tell you everything that you need to know. I want because I care about you, and I know that a lot of people come out to these countries, like Philippines or what, and they don't realize the full effect of where they are and what they're doing. There's a lot of them still operate like they're in the USA, or still operate like they found paradise, and there's no problems, there's no stealing, there's no muggings, and you think the next thing you know, what, they get mugged, or something happened to them because they let their guards down. Keep your guards up, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Okay, whether it's in USA, Philippines, wherever, keep your guards up, and you might come out all right. All right, that's it for now, guys. This is Bobby D. Take care. God bless, and